Hello student. Today we are going to start with lesson number 3, which is impressive web designing. Basically in this chapter we are going to learn how to create a website with the help of HTML and JavaScript. So the basic content of this chapter is HTML and JavaScript. HTML is nothing but a programming language used to create a website. In this chapter, while learning about HTML, some introductory part about HTML, what are tags in from HTML, what are the basic tags related with the HTML, then what are text formatting tags, how to add a heading tags, then what are tags and attributes, how to use in a HTML program, then how to insert an image, how to work with hyperlinks, then how to link two pages with each other, what are forms from HTML, how to create those forms, what are various elements of form, and then use of some scripting language in HTML, and why to use a scripting language in HTML. So here in this chapter we are going to learn about the JavaScript, which is a scripting language. So the basics of JavaScript also we are going to cover in this chapter. So basically after completion of this chapter we are one can create a simple static type of website. So let us start with the very first topic, which is working of web and components of web. Working of web. www stands for World Wide Web, normally which we call as a web, that means a internet. Okay, before starting how your this web is working, we must know some the format of our website. Everyone knows so many website names, and every day you are using those websites. My dear students, take one example of any website. Here I am just writing www.yahoo.com, which is a website this website you can use as a search engine also, and to get the various information, so you can use this website. In this website name there are 3 parts. Even every website is having 3 parts. Okay, so first is www, which stands for World Wide Web. That means it indicates this particular file is from internet or web. Next part is Yahoo, that called as a domain name. Domain name means what? A company name. Okay, just for example, this Yahoo is a company, and this yahoo.com is a website of that particular company. So this domain name is nothing but the name of your website, which is called as a domain name. Then the third part is a domain code. Here you are giving com, com. So when this domain code, why is necessary in the website name, dear student? This domain code gives you the more information about a particular website. For example, when the domain code is like com, that means this particular website is a commercial website. Sometime may you get as org, which stands for organization. So some that means that particular website is related with the organization. So my dear students, so many different domain codes were there, and the meaning of those codes are there. Means according to the domain code one can get how which type of information is there in that website, okay, or what type of information that website is having. So this 3 part we must know. www stands for World Wide Web, that means it's a file from the internet. Second part is domain name, and third part is domain code. So the format of every website you are getting like this. Now my dear student, will just see how your web is working actually. Okay, just have a look with this figure. It's given in your textbook also. So here suppose you are using your mobile, or you are using your computer to just visit any website. For example, they have given as a www.ebalabharati.in. Okay, so just suppose you are working at your machine, so you are at the client side. When you are using your mobile or your computer, okay, and trying to open any website, that time you are working at the client side, or you can say it's a client machine. आपका जो machine है it consider as a client machine. When you just fire this particular website name using any browser, okay, means you are sending some request, I want to just visit these websites. So naturally you are going in, you are opening any browser and just typing at the address bar as a name of your website. After pressing enter, just you are waiting for the response. Okay, that means what you are thinking, you are just requesting server to please give me this information. Okay, but my dear students, of course you will get the response from the server, but during that period we'll just see the steps how your request goes and get the information from the particular server. Okay, so when we are just requesting, okay, I want to just visit this particular website, first of all your request, okay, we'll just read this. When you type domain name, that means your website name, and click on browser, it sends a request to DNS server for finding a web server IP. Okay, here my dear students, when you when you request to open any website, that time very first step is what? Your request will go to the DNS server, something called as a domain naming system server. Okay, this particular server, DNS server, is holding all those information about every website, the numerical address of the website, and the information or IP address in internet protocol address. Okay, this IP address of that particular web server where your particular website is stored. Okay, so first of all your request will go to the DNS server. It will get that information about the IP address of web server holding your website. Okay, so then it goes to again with that IP address your request will further send to that particular web server. Okay, जहाँ पे आपकी वेबसाइट है. नाउ सपोज यू आर थिंकिंग कि आई वांट ebalabharati.in, so naturally where this website is stored, your request must goes there. Okay, so that information, the address and everything is there in this IP address of your web servers, whatever response you are getting from the DNS server. And then with that address your request further sent to the web server where your ebalabharati website is stored. Okay, after receiving such request, your ebalabharati server will respond you with the information or web page what you are expecting, and that response is you are getting at your browser screen. So this way actually आपका जो वेब है, आपका जो इंटरनेट है वो वर्क होता है. What we are thinking कि you are just requesting server and we are getting the information, but it's not like that. Every system, the system is something different. The work of the DNS server is very important because it work like a phone book. It's given as a phone book, means what? Having complete information, address about the web server where your particular website is stored. Okay, so this way your web is working. Now we'll move to the next topic, which is component of web. Components of web means what? Okay, various terms were there which are very important to know the meaning of those. Okay, actually we all are familiar with this word, but still we'll just see what is web page. A simple text file created using a HTML file. Okay, so whenever you are going using HTML, whenever you are going to create any simple page, that file is nothing but your web page. Okay, a web page means a text file created in HTML and saving with the HTML extension. Now website is what? So whenever a website, we are thinking about a website, may this website is having more than one web pages. So a collection of interlinked web pages containing text, images, audio and videos. Okay, so website may contain more than one web page, and in every web page maybe the contents may be text or images or audio or video and many more. Okay, so that is what a website. Example is given as the name of website is must be in this format only. whenever we are just think about any website, so that name must have same format. Okay, so first part is www, then dot, then as I told you, it's a domain code, and then domain name, and then domain code. So this code indicates here it's given IN, so maybe this IN is what this particular website is from India. Okay, so domain codes gives you the more information about the website. Next term is web server. Okay, web browser. Web browser is a software used to view the web pages or websites available on the internet. So whenever we are thinking to open any website, of course we need a web browser. So web browser is nothing but a software which we are using to open any website. For example, they have given us Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, and Mozilla Firefox, and many more web browsers were available nowadays. So out of this, Google Chrome is most used. Nowadays Mozilla Firefox no one is used, but still that browser is available still. So these examples you have to remember. A part of this, so many other examples were there, but you have to remember. Next is web server. So web server is an application or computer that sends web pages over the internet using the HTTP protocol. So here the web server is the main server where all the websites were stored. Okay, so what they have given, a web server is an application or computer. So my dear students, the meaning of this is something very important here. Application or computer that sends the web pages over the internet using the HTTP protocol. So whenever you are requesting from your client machine to open any website, actually you are using this HTTP protocol to send that request to the server, and then server in turn gives you the response with the help of this HTTP protocol only. Okay, so here why they are giving us an application. So my dear students, the next topic from this web developing, or suppose you are just completing the web development. So the next you are having HTML, then one client side script you have to use, and next part is a server side script. Okay, so to run such server side script program, you need such web server applications. Okay, so the examples are given over here: Apache, Ignix, IIS, etc. These are the web server software which are used to run the server side scripting language. Okay, the functionality of the website is managed by the web server. So complete internet facility you are using, and that managed with the help of web server. Now URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. It is an address of the web page on the internet. Of course, it's the address of the web page. That means whatever website name you are using, that is nothing but a URL of that particular website. The web pages are retrieved from the original location with the help of URL. So in short, URL is nothing but the name of the website. Components of web page will just continue. Next is HTTP. So this HTTP is nothing but hypertext transfer protocols. Now already we have discussed about the protocol from first chapter. Okay, what are protocols? So these protocols are nothing but the rules which at the client side and server side, both side should be followed. Okay, so whenever we are working with the web at the back end, so many protocols are working. Okay, actually they are helping us, okay, to doing so many things like uploading, downloading files, sending requests, receiving requests, so many things, then sending mail, receiving mail, whenever you are using your chat box. So many things we are doing through the internet, through the website. So my dear students, there are so many protocols working behind. Okay, that's why we are just enjoying our internet and all. So here very important protocol is HTTP. Every day we are using this protocol actually, where when we send a request, okay, when you send a request, see the step is what you are using your browser. at the address bar you are just adding the website name and pressing enter. So at that moment, at the beginning, when you add a website name, at the beginning of that website name, this HTTP protocol is there. Okay, these protocols take your request and send that request to the server, and when the server gives you the response, these HTTP protocols get that response from the server and display the information on your browser screen. And that's why this particular protocol is very important for us. So it's a protocol used by the www for client server communication. So that's why it's given as a to fulfill the client side client server communication. This HTTP protocol is important. Now next is HTML. Okay, so this is what our main topic we are going to continue, and then we are going to learn about HTML. So what is basically HTML? Hypertext Markup Language. So here it's given as a language. Yes, my dear student, these are the language. With this language we are going to design our website. Okay, unable to write code for web pages. Okay, so this particular language, HTML language, gives you all the tags and facility. With the help of that we can create our web page. All the web pages in the websites are linked with one another with the help of hyperlink. So this hyperlink hypertext link means what? How to create a hyperlink in your web page, and with the help of hyperlink you can just link so many web pages with each other to create a website. So that all facilities are there in this HTML language, which is our next topic. So today we'll stop here. We'll continue in the next session about the HTML.